Hey everyone, it's Warriors NRL Fanatics here. I hope you all had a great weekend. If you are a new viewer to this YouTube channel and you haven't done so already, please don't forget, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click that subscribe button down below. It really shows your support for the content that I do. It really does help out the channel in terms of growing. And yeah, gets the word out about the videos as well. And also, don't forget to like this video. Make sure you click the thumbs up on the video. But this is going to be my round 26 review and player ratings for the New Zealand Warriors versus George Illawarra Dragons clash, which was played last Friday at Go Media Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland, New Zealand, for round 26 of the NRL. Now, boy, this game started off very bizarre because in 10 seconds, that's right, 10 seconds in, straight off the kickoff, Dragons kicking the ball off, and the Warriors, first use of possession, they make a mistake. They make a terrible mistake there. And Zach Lomax, he gets the ball and he goes over to score the try. But luckily for the Warriors, on replay, and the referee checked it, it was the fact that the ball just came off the Dragons player's fingertip. Just off the fingertip. Very close call. Very close. Dragons very unlucky there not to score the try. And the Warriors escape, really. They escape that disappointing start there. So, lucky for us. We don't see a try being scored against us in that one. And yeah, that was the right call. But in the 13th minute, a great cutout pass there from a great cutout play from Luke Metcalf, the Warriors 5'8". And it's Adam Pompey who beats Mikaele Ravalawa to score, the opposite Dragons winger. And it is 6-0 Warriors with the lead. Then in the 20th minute, Wade Egan and Shaun Johnson combined there, so the 7 and 9 combining. But it was great work from Wade Egan to hold out the defenders on the right, on the outside shoulder there. And Chasnigal Klugstad, the fullback, steps and beats his opposite Dragons fullback there in Tyrell Sloan to go over untouched, and the Warriors take a 10-0 lead and they extend that lead out. So Adam Pompey does miss the conversion and it remains a 10-0 lead to the Warriors with there a good start by the boys there. But from there on, it just felt like the Warriors, had a lot of possession, a couple of penalty calls going their way as well. And the Dragons also had a ton of injuries in this game, especially in that first half. And look, the Warriors really should have had at least more than a 10-0 lead going into half-time. Adam Fanua-Blake came close to extending that lead out, but unfortunately he knocked the ball on and made a mistake, which was very uncharacteristic of Adam Fanua-Blake because normally he does ground the ball in those positions. So the Warriors, throughout this half, had a 10-0 lead throughout it, and look, it was getting to the point where it was actually getting a little bit frustrating because, we probably felt we should have taken the most of those chances, and we didn't going into halftime. We only had a 10-0 lead at the break, and going into halftime, it just felt like the Dragons would have been a bit more of the happiest side, even though the Warriors were out to a 10-0 lead because, yeah, the Dragons could have easily been blown out in that first half. It could have been a lot more, but look, 10-0 with the players the Dragons had getting injured, they would have been more of the happiest side going into the break than what the Warriors were despite the lead. So that second half was a real grind in itself also. The scoreline remained, 10-0 for a majority of that second half as well. The Warriors, look, defensively were very strong, I felt we were very strong defensively. We were under a lot of pressure in that second half, especially given the fact that I felt like the Dragons were more of the better side in that second half, throughout the second half especially. They had a number of opportunities as well, and the Warriors did lose Luke Metcalf, which was a huge blow, to lose Metcalf, and you could see how upset he was. He knew his season was over when he did his hammy, and it was unfortunate, and yeah, sad to see Luke Metcalf, come off with an injury. Then Rocco Berry as well, coming off with an injury as well. So, the team was pretty much a different side in that second half with a few changes and some, and a few positional changes in itself. But, look, the Dragons did get a try. It was the 61st minute. They finally cracked the Warriors, but it was off a kick from Ben Hunt. And, Zach Lomax, we know how good he is in the air. And, he beat Dylan Martinez-Lesniak to the ball there. And, he went over to score the Dragons' first try of this game to get them back in the contest at 10-6. And, it felt like the Dragons could potentially do something here. And luckily for the Warriors, they finally got some points in that second half. It was in the 74th minute. It took a bit of a while, but Sean Johnston with a bit of a kick there into the in-goal area, which it looked like Tyrell Sloan was going to, do very well to, keep that ball and ground it, but he didn't. Because on the replay, Adam Fanua-Blake, he grounds it. He grounds the ball, and, it's a try. And my fears were that they would take this off us, but the bunker confirmed it was a try, and Adam Fanua-Blake, grounds the ball there to give the Warriors a bit of a breathe on the scoreboard. And then from there on, the Warriors got a penalty through Adam Pompey. It was 18-6, and the scoreline was 18-6 at full time. That was the full-time score. And, the Warriors, with this win, sealed a top 4 spot for the first time since 2007. So, overall, look, if you look at the performance, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't a perfect game by the Warriors at all. It was good defensively when you think about it, because over the past couple of weeks, defensively is where the Warriors have been struggling. They've been letting in a lot of points recently. So that was a bit of an improvement in this game. But, yeah, look, overall, obviously still got a lot of work to do for the Warriors in terms of, getting better ahead of the finals, which they'll need to be if they're going to, challenge the likes of Penrith or Brisbane in the final series. So, yeah, look, in terms of the try scorers, Warriors had 3 tries, Dragons had 1, Adam Pompey and CNK, Adam Fanua-Blake. Dragons with Zach Lomax scoring their only try, and Pompey with 2 out of 3 conversions. Zach Lomax with the 1 out of 1 conversions, and Pompey with the 1 penalty goal there. So those are the overall scorers for the game. Now, looking into the game stats for this one, possession-wise, 55% to the Warriors and the Dragons 45%. Time in possession, the Warriors had spent 31 minutes and 17 seconds, and the Dragons 24 minutes and 43 seconds. Completion rates, not the greatest. Warriors only 76%, Dragons 78%. All runs, Warriors 205, Dragons 167. All running meters, 1,867 to the Warriors. Dragons 1,395. Post-contact meters to the Warriors, 659. And Dragons 485. Line breaks, Warriors 4, Dragons 1. Tackle breaks, 47 to the Warriors, Dragons 30. Kick return meters, 136 to the Warriors, Dragons 78. Average play the ball speed, 3.41 seconds to the Warriors, Dragons 3.63 seconds. Offloads, Warriors 10, Dragons 4. Kick defusal percentage, Warriors 45%, Dragons 82%. Tackles made, so Warriors 335. Warriors 335 tackles made to the Dragons 376. Missed tackles, Warriors 30, Dragons 47, so a lot more there. Missed tackles for the Dragons. Errors 11 to the Warriors, Dragons 12. As you can see, that the completion rates weren't the best in this game. Penalties conceded, Warriors 10 to the Dragons 7 there. So those are the overall game stats. Now to my man of the match now. So my 3-2-1. So my 3, which will be in the middle 2 as well. And then my number 1 would be my man of the match. So my 3, I've gone with AFB there this week. Adam Fanua-Blake, it's my 3. 2, I've gone with Tohu Harris. And number 1, I've gone with Chance Nickel-Klukstad CNK. Now to the standout players and some of their stats here. So we've got Chance Nickel-Klukstad CNK. 1 try, 24 runs, 217 all run meters. 68 post-contact meters for the 9 tackle breaks, 1 line break and 1 offload. Adam Pompey, who had 80 minutes played there for 1 try, 10 all runs, 103 all running meters. 34 post-contact, 6 tackle breaks, 1 line break and 13 tackles. AFB, 71 minutes played, so he had 1 try, 22 hit-ups, 223 all running meters for 92 post-contact, 3 tackle breaks, 1 line break, 2 offloads and 27 tackles. As for Tohu Harris, boy, 70 minutes played, and what a workhorse Tohu Harris was in this game. Great standout performance from me. Led the way on the field with his performances. 15 hit-ups for 20 all runs, 200 all running meters, 80 post-contact, 3 tackle breaks, 1 offload, and 42 tackles made there. So those were my standout players, and those are the stats of those players that I thought did a great job. Now to the player ratings for this game. As you guys all know, that every time I do these reviews, I do a player ratings. I give a rating out of 10, and a 6.5 or around about a 6 is usually a pass mark for the players that I give. So, and then I give my overall thoughts on player. So starting off with fullback now, and that's Chance Nickel-Klugstad. CNK, for me, gets a 9 out of 10. Man of the match performance, and yeah, boy, he was outstanding for the Warriors against the Dragons. Dylan Watene-Zelezniak, the winger himself, gets a 7 out of 10. No tries for Dylan in this game against the Dragons. Obviously, he had a field day against the Dragons the last time he played them down in Wollongong, but this time he was kept rather quiet. So for me, I'll give Dylan here a 7. A 7 out of 10 for Dylan Watene-Zelezniak. Rocco Berry, didn't play the whole game, unfortunately. Second half, we saw he wasn't there. Started off all right, but yeah, look, obviously, given that he didn't play the whole game, I'm probably going to have to give him only a 5 out of 10 here. Adam Pompey was strong, kicked very well as well with the goal kicking duties. Only missed 1 kick. Ran pretty well, defended pretty strongly as well, and he scored a try in this game. So Adam Pompey gets an 8 for me out of 10. Marcelo Montoya, I think Marcelo Montoya had his probably most better games he's had over the past couple of weeks. So I'm going to give him an 8. Luke Metcalf, unfortunately, we didn't see him in the second half. Injured his hammy, and his season's pretty much done. So look, for me, I'm just going to give him a 5. He started off pretty good as well, and he assisted for one of the tries. But yeah, it's a shame we didn't get to see him in the second half. So 5 for me for Luke Metcalf. Sean Johnson, I'll give Sean Johnson here a 7 out of 10. AFB, Adam Fanua-Blake, again, another strong performance. I'm going to give Adam Fanua-Blake here a 9. Wade Egan, for me, gets a 7 out of 10. Bunty Afoa, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Josh Curran, I'm going to give him a 7 for me out of 10. Barada Niokore, I thought was very good actually in the second row. I'm going to give him a 8 out of 10. And the lock and captain skipper, Tohu Harris, gets a 9 easily for me. Was outstanding. Bench now, so Dylan Walker, I'm going to give Dylan Walker a 7 out of 10. Bailey Sirenen, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. Jackson Ford, I'm going to give Jackson Ford here a 6 out of 10. And Freddie Lussick, who came and played a bit of in the middle forwards there, I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10 for me for Freddie Lussick. But yes, so that is it. That's my player ratings and review for the round 26 clash between the NZWarriors and the St. George Illawarra Dragons. Look, overall, it's a win. It cements ourselves inside the top 4 for the very first time since 2007. And yeah, it's going to be real interesting to see what we do with team selections this week ahead of our final game against the Dragons, where, to be fair, we're not playing for anything. We're already in the top 4, so it doesn't matter, if we lose this game this week, because we'll finish around 3rd or 4th. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Andrew Webster does with selections for Teamless Tuesday on Tuesday. But, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the game. And yeah, who was your man of the match? Also, if you are a new viewer to this YouTube channel and you haven't done so already, please don't forget to make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 2,400 subscribers, so let's see if we can get to 2,400 subscribers in the next couple of weeks. And also don't forget to like this video, make sure you click the thumbs up on the video, share this video around, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers, everyone.